in front of my workspace.
I love it. I think it's beautiful. So
Yeah.
remember, we're trying to teach how to be successful in business. How to be successful in business. That's a skill that's very important. So without further ado, I want Mickey to help us. By the way, I got to brag on Mickey. He has been using this lead platform and he'll talk about it. Lead platforms are lead platforms. They all work a little bit. None of them are perfect, but I love that he's getting results working this. And Mickey has trained a lot of people how to make money in this business, so I'm so grateful for him. So, Mickey Cruz, you take it away, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much. Great job. You guys you're so much fun to work with. I'm so proud to be a part of this company. Okay, so masteringallcalls.io. Notice I got a little 80-second timer up here. The new agent final expense blueprint. And I had to put my name on here just in case I forgot it. Success on this platform demands technical preparation and a ruthless, two-phased psychological approach. Treat every inbound call like a high-stakes performance. I'd say any appointment you're on, I've heard several people that coach me through the years say that the best life insurance agents are also the best actors. The golden rule, protect the timer. I'm gonna show you the platform here in just a moment. It's 30,000 foot view, and then we'll kind of go in. Don't worry, it's gonna be about 10 minutes long. The golden rule is protect the timer. So allcalls.io delivers high intent, on-demand client calls directly to your headset. I should move this thing over so I can see better. Or I don't use a headphone. This is my war booth right here. I'm sitting at my desk and I use speakers and like a little microphone like this, so it picks me up. So I'm not using a headset. Doesn't matter. Configure your account to final expense calls, 80 seconds. I'll show you what that looks like. A/B scenario, when you're using these, you have scenario A, under 80 seconds. You terminate the call before 80 seconds. It costs you a grand whopping total of $0 and 0 pennies. Free 99, I love that. Scenario B is it's over 80 seconds. Once the clock hits 81 seconds, at that point in time, there's going to be a little change on the box. You'll be able to see the person's name during the first 80 seconds. After the second 80 seconds, now it's a lead. You're going to be paying for it, and you'll be able to have all their information, their name, their telephone number, their address. The math is unforgiving. If you talk to unqualified prospects out of politeness, you will go broke. Protect your timer. Pre-mission gear, and I'll show you what this looks like. I don't have 3 windows set up at my office. I actually have 2 screens I'm looking at right now. But you can do this on your cell phone. I've done this mobile. They have an app that you can use, but I'm panicking the first time I got on here and did it, right? And I'm going to have things ready, prepared. This is what your battle station should look like. Number 1, the calculator. Have your the health part of the insurance tool calculator open, logged in, and ready to run illustrations. Number 2, your e-applications. You want to go ahead and be logged in. I will show you what this looks like. Carrier portals must be open and ready to type. Never search for a password while a live prospect is waiting. Oh my goodness. And I'll tell you, time is my thing. Like pressure, I'm great. I'm easy going with pressure. You add time to it, I freak out. I can't. I'm looking right at it and I can't find it. It's nowhere to be found. And it was right there in front of me the whole time. My granddad would say if it was a snake, it would have bit you, Mickey. Pillar number 3 is the safety net. Explicitly preload. I like Transamerica FE right now because it's very, very flexible. They accept a wide range of health conditions, and it's serving as an ultimate fallback. Now, if it doesn't go through, we have tons of other options. If the price is just, there's 100 scenarios, but if I've got to go to, it's Transamerica. Preparation here is non-negotiable. Do not toggle active until the cockpit is built. So I go ahead and get all these things pulled up before I ever turn the calls on, because when you turn them on, they come. Phase 1, the ruthless qualifier. I have 2 split personalities here when I'm doing this. The first 80 seconds, My mission is for the first 80 seconds, your only goal is to find any reason to hang up the phone on these people, which sounds so crazy, but I am looking for any reason I can hang up on these people. On the next slide, I'll show you what those 4 reasons are. Amateur instinct. I've spent some money on this one. Be a hero. Try to persuade wishy-washy clients. Keep on talking. Result, your bank account is going to suffer by $65 every time. You could donate that to your church. I recommend also, if you're looking for Organization Plus One, this is the orphanage that my mom was adopted through as a baby. Elite execution. Be a bouncer. If they aren't on the list, cut ties, get out of there. You may be at 75 seconds and go to click and hang up, and your internet's taking a while to process. Boom, 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 81 seconds. So you want to be ready to get off quick. Key directive. If the client doesn't meet strict criteria within the timer, ending the call is your most profitable action. Well, what are those strict qualifiers? The 4 golden qualifiers. Number 1, intent. Are you looking to compare options for final expense coverage today? You don't have to write this down. We're recording also. There is a script you will be provided with as we end here. Scripts are scripts are scripts. I just used the one that was on there because I felt like I would be more defensible if I did have a problem. And I will tell you, all calls, every single time I sent them an email and I say, hey, I don't think that this was fair. Every single time so far, they've reimbursed me my money. So are you looking to compare options for final expense coverage today? Do not be wishy-washy here. If they're like, well, I think I saw something about 40,000. I'd like to talk about that. No. Are you looking to compare options for final expense coverage today? If they don't know what that is, I'm sorry, I'm hanging up the phone. So if no, terminate that call. Number 2, age. Are you between, because it will take you at least 80 seconds to tell them about what final expense is and see if they're interested, okay? You don't got that time because then you don't have the time to do the other ones. So they should be interested at this point. And if they're not, hang up the daggone phone. Second, age. Are you between the age of 50 and 80? The ones I've been burned on were like 81, 82-year-olds. And I'm like, I can sell them because I got products that can do that. I didn't sell them. And I was like, should have hung up. It's kind of like when my wife was like, you shouldn't trust that guy. Every single time, 18 years this Saturday, Junior, 18 years. Every single time. She was right. I don't trust people. My wife says not to trust someone. Make sure you're on my wife's good side. Number 3, location. Do you reside in? You can select multiple states. The more states that you pick from, the more often your phone is going to ring. But you do want to make sure that you don't get caught in a pickle. If they say a state that you don't work in, disconnect the call. Banking. Oh, this is good. All right. If they don't got a bank account, I don't want no Chime. I don't even care if they got, you know what we could do? Social Security billing with a direct express account. Hang up the phone. We are cherry picking. Okay. Anyone else can have the leftovers. Banking. Now here's a really nice way to ask this question because we're in the first 80 seconds of the call. For discount purposes, this is legitimate. Certain insurance companies will offer a discounted rate if you go on the pre-authorized checking agreement. It may save you 30 cents a month or $1 a month. And some of them will even illustrate that price without pre-authorized, with pre-authorized. So for banking, for discount purposes, Mr. and Mrs. Client, do you have an active account at a local bank or credit union? I got a dime account. I'm 82. Oof. I'm sorry, Miss Virginia. These programs just aren't going to qualify for you. But you have yourself a nice day and hang up the phone. Okay. Pro tip: using the phrase for discount purposes softens the invasive nature of asking about banking in the first 60 seconds. If it doesn't bother you, ask however you want to. It don't matter. It's a nice way to ask. Phase 2. Yeah, I could pause for a couple questions.
No, I'm
No,
just saying this is phenomenal.
keep
bro.
going. Like,
Okay, if anyone does have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. I will promptly ignore that and keep going.
No, Mickey, this is great. Please, thank you. You've been already given us some really gold nuggets already because this is real, everything that you're saying.
Cool, awesome. I appreciate that, Olivia.
can't wait to try it again, Mickey. I just got to tell you, I sucked at all calls so bad. I went 6 for 0, and I can't wait to try again. I'm like, well, I could do that. This is like a video game.
I can hang up on people. It's fun too. Uh, the violent pivot. If you guys ever watch Friends and they're like, pivot, pivot. So selling like crazy. 80 seconds is done. That thing shows itself. You can now see all their information. You have just gone from Jackal to Hyde or whatever illustration you want to use there. The 4 qualifiers are met. Checked all the way down. The timer is locked. The $65 is spent. You are no longer a bouncer. You are their dedicated advisor. Action 1. Instant trust. The text. You should send, see up here in the right hand corner, you should send them a text right away. And it's in the script. You want to get their phone number, make sure it's a cell phone number. And hey, just so you know the crazy knucklehead you're working with, that's not what I say, but just so you know who you're working with, I'm going to send you a text message. Now I've got their cell phone number. It go through, I hear it go, brr. Okay, they got it, right? So now if we do get disconnected, if whatever happened, I've got their cell, so it's a little bit better than like a home line or something else. Capture their first and last name and cell number. Immediately text a digital business card containing a photo of yourself, your family, and your state license. I went into ChatGPT and produced one. I'll show you what mine looks like in a moment. Prove you're a real human and not a scammer, because that's their concern at this point. You need to know who the person is you're working with. Action 2, find the why. The script does this quite well. Ask what triggered their search today. Identify who their beneficiary name was. When I put this together, I would put in a call to help me kind of track things, and the granddaughter's name was Riley. As soon as we get Riley's name, anyone's name, you want to start using that like crazy. It's going to make you more involved with them more involved with you. And this is all about Riley from now on. Uncover the exact financial burden this policy solves. Is it funeral cost, income replacement, or mortgage? If you could get to this before 80 seconds and they're wishy-washy here, hang up the phone. If they don't know why, this isn't about convincing them. Go ahead, Junior.
No, I just want to say, guys, this is big what he just said. Use their name. Use their name. Like their name and the beneficiary's name, and then say your name a lot. I got this from Rob. I mean, we got this years ago, but Rob really reminded me, and I forgot how important it is. When you use their name a lot, you're a friend. And when you use your name a lot, they're now not talking to insurance agent, they're talking to Mickey. Notice how many times even today Mickey's like Mickey, 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 like he's saying his name a lot and he's saying their name a lot because now they're friends. I want to point that out, using the client's name and then using your name in third person. Like, like my mom said, Junior, don't do that or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, sorry, Mickey, go for it.
Absolutely. So uncover the exact financial burden. When you're past the 80 seconds, I don't want to go back and forth here. We're on the selling like crazy mode. This is a good place to slow down. Right now, I don't care if the phone call takes 90 minutes. Uncover the exact reason. So what were you thinking? Well, I want to make sure things was taken care of. Okay. When you say taken care of, what did you mean? What are we concerned about? Have you looked at that type of stuff? Have you had someone in your family that died recently and you helped out with the finances? Oh my God, yes. We had to do a GoFundMe. It was like $15,000. Nobody had no money. Slow down here. Take a break. This is a good time to drink a little sip of coffee, whatever, because this is a big deal to them. It's emotional to them. And the more that you can paint that picture and they can smell it, taste it, feel it, breathe it, then this is where it transitions from I'm being a salesperson to now I'm being like their son, their extended family member, and all I want to do is help them just like I would want to help one of my family members. Reality check, quotes and illustrations. So the reality check, I've actually got a little bit ahead of myself here. So anchor the need, contextualize the cost, use real stories to anchor the undeniable reality of $15,000 funeral before talking about the premiums. So they can develop this themselves if they already did and they talked about that. Both of my parents have already passed away. My dad will be 3 years ago this July. And then my mom was May the 13th, right before Mother's Day, 2013. So 16 years, I guess, 16 years. Wow. So 15 grand, and it was right around 15 grand for both of their funerals. If they want a cremation, hey, do you have anyone in your family that had a cremation? Just so you know, it is about $2,500 for a cheap cremation. But sometimes I've been in little homes before where a cremation cost them $8,000 or $9,000, and unfortunately, it's kind of like the funeral director got them. They ended up spending like $4 grand on an urn, And I'm sitting inside of a home that maybe cost $4,000, and I'm like, geez, people are so emotional, and they want to do things to honor and give dignity to their family, and so money's no option at this point. But you want to make sure that they understand that need there. Tailored solution will present solutions. We'll compare rates from the top A-rated carriers, Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica. These are, I like to say there's 3 rules we go by. They're 100 years old or older, they're no bailout money, and they're A-rated. Anyone can fake a sense of ethics for 90 days. It's hard to do it for over 100 years. The diagnostic prescreen. Seamlessly pivot to health questions via your insurance toolkit calculator. You're going to want to start asking questions now. Date of birth, tobacco use, height, weight, major medical, heart issues, daily meds. Frame this as understanding your situation better. And we'll show you in the script here in a moment how it positions that in a very favorable way. The frictionless runway, securing the e-app. Step 1 is data collection. Casually gather the social security number, physical address, and preferred date draft. So we've already done the quoting and we've got some options. They found one that fit their budget the best. What do you like about this? What do you want to see different? That's a great question to repeat over and over again. And it'll help them gently curve into one way or the other. I don't care if it goes up. I don't care if it goes down. I just want to find what fits your budget and what makes the most sense. So we'll gather this information, and now we've pivoted one last time from the insurance toolkit, and now we're over onto, we've selected a product, and now we're on Transamerica final expense, and we're typing in their social security number, their address, their date of birth. Step 2 is the HIPAA text. Most all carriers are going to do the e-signature in 2 phases nowadays. The first one is going to come very rapidly at the very beginning of the call. You're pretty much going to do maybe 2 or 3 pages worth of questions, your agent information. So you're going to be talking to them about, while they're going on and on about their family or whatever, this is a great time to pull up the application and start entering in data. This is a pro tip that the AI stuff I had using to help me do this stuff didn't pick up. You're going to be looking for any reason you can to buy time and to be able to do things. And then you're also going to be sitting there bored as pudding other times because they're just yapping about their whole life, right? And you want to be interested, but after like the 4th call today, you're still interested, but you need time. So while they're talking is a great time to start pre-filling stuff out. Okay. The HIPAA text, send the e-signature link via text. Now, I prefer, there's a newest option out right now. They'll let you do an email signature, a texting signature, or now there's a code, authorization code, and it will just text them 6 digits. They read the 6 digits back to you, and you're done. You type them in and you're done. The other 2 ways, especially when they are elderly, or you can tell that they're maybe not as efficient with technology, like, hey, this could be a problem. Listen for grandkids in the background because they can do it really, really quick.
This is, guys, that's freaking huge. I cannot tell you how big that is. Like, if I'm 2 minutes and they're struggling with the signature, Mickey, that is a big point. I'm like, hey, can you go call Timmy over? You know? Yeah, this is very good.
Now, I joke a lot, so I'll tell people this, hey, now I'm going to send you this first signature. What this is saying is the information that you've given me is honest and forthright. You didn't hold any information. It also protects you. It says if I gave you any false or misleading information, it's a third-degree felony, $50,000 fee, and time in jail. And my wife says I am way too pretty to go to jail. And after they complete this part, and I go ahead and let them know right now, because this is downtime, because we're waiting on them, and you got to treat these people like they're your grandma, and she's calling to find out how her VCR works again for the 7th time this week. So you're like, look, grandma, you're gonna get a text. Okay, did you see that one? Oh, she already backed out of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna resend it. That way it's at the top, because sometimes they're on the phone. I don't know how to use my phone. And you're like, okay, well, use an iPhone or an Android? iPhone, thank baby Jesus, because that's what I use. Okay, so we're on the phone right now. Look on the bottom left, and you see that speaker thing? You press that one, puts you on speaker. Boop. Look at that. You're a dadgum computer hacker. Look at you go. Now, I'll grab my phone on the bottom with my finger, and I swipe it up. Now, you see the text message over there? Boom, there it is. Look at you go, Thelma. You are so fast. Oh my gosh. It took 15 minutes. I'm still like, you were quicker than the last lady I talked to. I was able to cook my wife dinner. Anyway, you click that little button. And then some of these, when they pop up, it's going to make them click a thing and actually pull up a form. They can close it right away. And then they'll be able to click that little box that they saw it and send. And then they'll be able to. This is one of the reasons why, especially Junior, emphasizes so much on personal apps and family apps, because you're going to have already been through this process. If you've done that, you got an app on yourself, you've done a practice app on yourself. It's important to know what's coming next so that you can walk them through it. This is like doing charades over the phone, or like shadow puppets over the phone. It's very, very difficult unless you know exactly what you're trying to explain to them. So just knowing that, hey, there may be a pop-up thing you have to click. You know what, Miss Thelma, let's slow down. What are you looking at? What do you see? So once we get done with that, I say, Miss Thelma, here's the great news. We're almost done with the first signature. And at the end, when we get done, there's going to be one more, and it's going to be the exact same process. So you're pretty much an expert at this point. Step 3. Now that they've done the first HIPAA and it comes through, you'll get a ding, it pulls up, and you're going to ask some additional health questions. Fill that out. Banking is going to come up at this point. You're going to say, hey, do you use a check-in or a savings account to pay for this type of stuff? One of the questions on the script is, what day do you want this coverage to get started? So make sure you're keeping these things in mind. Once they've reviewed their health, sign the HIPAA, collecting the bank routing and account number feels like a logical, low-pressure administrative step for them. And now I'm pretty much done with my application. I'm obviously speeding through the parts of it, but now we're going to send them one final e-signature, and they've already been through it once before. Super easy. We rinse and repeat, do exactly what we just did. You do 2 or 3 of these, you're going to feel very nervous on your first one, but you're going to feel very comfortable after your second or third one. Yes, Junior.
Mickey, can you go, and you may have done it, I missed it, but can you go over how do you ask for the banking information? I think you did, but I may have missed it.
So I always say, now, Miss Thelma, typically, how do you pay for this type of stuff? Like a check-in or a savings account? And then she'll say, check-in. And I'll say, good. I say, you don't know your routing and account number by heart, do you? You'd be surprised, like 1 in 100 do. She said, no, I don't know about heart. Oh, I don't either. You know what? I think it was Albert Einstein used to say, he refused to memorize anything that he could easily look up. Miss Thelma, you might be borderline genius. And by that time, if she doesn't have her checkbook right handy, I say, okay, you want to start with the routing or with the account? And then we
That's
write it down.
beautiful.
Now, like
Yep.
Stephanie laughed there, laughter is the
Smooth.
thank you, Olivia. Laughter is the closest emotion to trust. And so it's quite convenient that we can build trust as we're asking for their banking information. 1 week, well, I'll save time and tell stories later. Follow the blueprint, protect the timer, sell with empathy. Treat every single person like they're your family. And I forgot the most important tip. Pray before you get started that God would give you the right people and to keep your mind clear. I'm going to go ahead and close this screen, and I'm going to open up what my battle station looks like. Okay. So first thing I have ready right away on my phone, I've already got, so if I go on my phone and I say agent and I scroll down,
That's beautiful.
it's going to pop up on one of the most recent ones that I've sent off. So then I just copy it. I go ahead and hold copy it, right? So now as soon as I type in the next person's phone number, all I have to do is press paste, and this is what goes in there. This is Mickey Cruz, a licensed insurance agent you're speaking with right now. For your comfort and peace of mind, I'm including a photo of me and my family, a copy of my insurance license. I believe you should always know exactly who you are working with when making important decisions for your family. This is an actual copy of my insurance license. You can pull that off of your state department. That's my actual license number. And boom, that goes through. That's my son Carter, Isabella, Joanna. This is another buy time, because as soon as I say anything about my kids, they're going to want to tell me about their kids, their grandkids, how their kid has this, or I want to talk about my kids, right? So the tip here is to say just enough to get them started, and then self-sacrifice, be disciplined. I've heard my story enough. I want to hear your story. But just as much as I like telling my story, I know they love telling their story too.
Hey, Mickey, I have a little question about this. Do you have a version for every state that you're licensed in?
No, I use the same one every time.
Okay, so, all right.
Great question. It bugged me on the inside. I thought I created an objection in my own mind when I started, because one of the very first ones I did was California, and now I'm sending you this, and maybe I'm creating an objection by here's your Florida Department of. They don't care. Never bothered any of them. I don't even know if they're really even looking at it. Just to be honest, not real sure. Okay, so the next part of my station, my battle station I want set up is my insurance toolkit. You can find all of this on Your Freedom Financial.com.
Come on, Mickey.
And well, this isn't that I'm going micro instead of macro. So there's more training on how to get to this, but I want this set up first. I want it on final expense, because that's what we're doing. And I want to go ahead and click clear fields so that I don't accidentally put someone else's information in. These are all mistakes I've made before. Then I want to go ahead and have my carrier pulled up. I have bookmarks with all the carriers on there, but I like to only have one, because the truth is, if I log into two, by the time I use one or the other one's going to be timed out anyway. So it's just pointless. It's just taking up space. It's not good for getting distracted. So I'm going to log in here. I will show you this. Once you log into Transamerica, there is a special one for this FE. There's multiple Transamerica products. The FE is sometimes more expensive. It's sometimes cheaper, but it's going to get approved way more often. So you want this one down here, FE Express. Launch that bad boy. I want this up and running. So I'm going to say new application.
Mickey, just so you know, on this app, just a side note, because I spoke with the Transamerica rep, they're going to come out with a preferred version of this exact app also. Should be coming out at some point this year.
what is a preferred version? Because I like this one.
So right now it's standard only. So they're gonna come out with a preferred version for healthy clients up to 100,000. Same exact product.
Oh,
So,
bro,
but the
that's so
rates are gonna
cool.
be better.
You know, that's so cool. Okay. So I've got my insurance toolkit. I've got my application is ready to go. So as soon as they start talking about how their kid is the best kid in school, I'm typing in their names down here. We're rolling. Okay. At this point, I'm going to click all calls. I'm going to log in. And I am ready to go now. I'm going to click take calls. And once I click this little status bar, I'm going online and my phone's going to start ringing. I'm not going to click it right now. I'm going to show you how to configure and then we're going to wrap up. Configure calls. You want final expense calls 80 seconds. These are new TV calls, $68. I honestly, like moral authority, I don't have any here, so I'm not going to talk about these. I've never used them. These have been very good to me. I have 9 states selected. You can edit what states that you're going to be working in.
Very nice.
My best recommendation as far as states are concerned is ones that you're licensed in. Seem to work better than ones that you're not presently licensed in. So I save those states, I click done. Now I need to put some money into this thing so that we can take some phone calls because they don't have access to my bank account. So I'm going to load it up. What I highly recommend is 10x. Go ahead, Chantel. You're muted.
You can be licensed in other states, then am I still muted?
You can. No,
Oh, we
you're
can
not.
hear you.
Yeah. You
You
sure
can be
can.
licensed. So how do you visit them if you're in other states?
I've
If
never
they're
met
in
these
other
people
states?
ever. I'll probably never
Okay,
meet them. Isn't that crazy what we
all
can
right,
do? Dude, let me tell you,
yes.
17, 18 years ago when I got started, they didn't have GPSs. So if I
Yeah,
had 6 appointments and my third appointment called me to cancel, I still had to go to their house because I would print off my directions. Oh, I think I would print off my directions. So they say I still had to go to their house because my directions didn't auto reroute. So to be able to
MapQuest,
get the number
baby.
4, what was that, Olivia?
MapQuest.
MapQuest, yeah, route optimizer.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
printing it out. I'm going down I-4 and I'm hitting the odometer thing that you're supposed to hit when you like change your gas or whatever, because I got to go 0.3 miles. I don't know what 0.3 miles is. Like it was crazy. So you're going to add funds. Here's what I recommend for funding purposes. No brainer. Easy money. Scared money don't make money. Okay? Easy. I highly to anybody who's wanting to get 10 leads, $65, $650. Here's why.
Good.
You're going to sell one, you're going to make all of your money back. You have no pressure. Have fun. You sell 2? Oh, okay. Someone's making money, but no pressure. So you'll set up a credit card. It'll say how much you want to put in there, add funds, done. If you take a phone call and it is 80 seconds, you'll get a little notification up here and it'll say, bing, $65 just came off of your account. And that's where it comes off of from. I feel like we've covered everything. Once I click this button right here, I hope I don't get a call. It's gonna
testing your audio and connection quality.
It's testing my audio and my connection quality. It says I'm good. 80 seconds. You ready to receive? And there is. I'm gonna turn it off fast because it will ring so quick. There is. They may have taken it off. I may have lied, and we'll have to produce it. But they have a script on there that I just printed off exactly what they use. So, hi, this is Mickey Cruz Jr. I'll let you role play with me, and you'll be not interested, and then Stephanie, you're gonna call me, and you will be interested. Okay. So any one of these, you can mess with me, and you can. It won't qualify. Okay. Hi, this is Mickey Cruz. I'm the licensed insurance agent that'll be working with you. Are you looking to compare options for final expense coverage today?
what's the final expense? I thought it was the free $40,000 benefit.
Oh, Mr. Junior, I'm so sorry. It looks like you may have called in the wrong number. Let me see if I can get you transferred over. 1 second, okay? You may have called in for the wrong program. I am so sorry. Have a great day. And they're shocked. And I will tell you this because it kind of makes you want to stay on the phone longer. They'll be like, okay. And it makes you want to keep talking to them. Don't do it. Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. Okay, Stephanie. So I don't have to ring anymore. That's what's great about these two, because it goes the other way around. Hi, this is Mickey Cruz. I'm the licensed insurance agent that will be working with you. Are you looking to compare options for final expense coverage today?
Oh, yeah, I am. Is this a thing for my burial?
Yeah, you got it. Perfect. Now, are you between the ages of 50 and 80 years old?
I am 62.
Wow. And which state do you live in right now?
Hawaii.
Oh, it's a beautiful state. If I was licensed there, we're gonna pretend I am. Now, Stephanie, for discount purposes, do you have an active account at a local bank or credit union?
Yeah, and Wells Fargo, is that local?
That'll work. Well, thank you for that. And so I can better help you. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Stephanie, Stephany Smith.
And is this phone number here that I'm looking at 555-555-5555 the best, your cell phone number, or is that a different number?
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Well, perfect. And we definitely want you to know who you're working with. If you've got a pen and piece of paper, I can give you my information, or most folks just ask me to text it to them. Can I go ahead and text this over to your cell phone?
Sure.
Boom, I send the picture. There you go.
And then you're on it. Great
Did
job,
you
Mickey.
get it?
I sure did.
Beneficiary, I just stick to the script here. Now, Stephanie, is there someone you had in mind as the beneficiary, or is there someone is there someone who would be responsible for everything after your passing?
My husband,
Okay, and what's his name?
Z.
Z. Okay. Now, is there a main concern that this coverage would help your beneficiary financially with, like final expense, burial, funeral, income changes after death, or maybe rent or mortgage payments?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just thinking for my burial, but I guess all of those things.
Okay, well, that's important. Well, thank you for helping me understand your situation. I think we can definitely help go through your options to put Z in a better position for the future. Just so you know, our process is pretty simple. I work with a bunch of A-rated, 100-year-old or older, right, companies. And this is what's important for you to know, Stephanie. We make sure that you don't get penalized for any pre-existing conditions. Then we'll compare rates to make sure they fit your budget, which is the only type of shopping that my wife says I actually like to do. If we find something you like, we can help you start the request for coverage today. But here's what's important. We do not exchange any money today at all. Now, did you have a date in mind that you would like your coverage to start?
I guess the 15th of every month.
So let's see. This is 6/18. So you don't want your coverage to start until the 15th of next month?
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect. Great. So I can make sure that we get you the best options. Let me ask you a couple questions. And then I fill this out. It gives me a couple options. We go over them, and then I go into the e-app. And that's it.
Good job.
Mickey Cruz. That
Preston.
is absolutely beautiful. I love this. This is great. And then we're going to have this recorded, which I'm so grateful for. Chantel, we'll get your question here in a little bit. So, guys, the reason that this works, I want to make sure we get it. The reason this works is because Mickey is working. He's putting in the hours. He's working. None of this works unless you do it. So I'm so proud of you, Mickey. All right, so wrapping up, we want to bring up our conference that we have coming up September 11th, 12th, and 13th. So we're going to have a sign up where you guys can actually register. Oh, look at that little man. I love him. Hi, buddy. You get the best mommy ever. So we're gonna I want you guys to have this on your calendar. First of all, hey, we love you. So and then we'll figure out all the logistics. We're gonna, have hotels that we recommend, QR codes, all that kind of stuff. But our conference is going to be on finishing strong, finishing the year strong. We could start, but we want to finish. We want to be people that finish. So it's going to be a Friday night dinner. Any producer that does 10,000 or above in 1 month between now and September, we're going to do an all expense paid dinner. It's going to be ridiculous. You're just going to want to get around Robert just to watch him eat. You're going to want to get around him to ask him questions. Okay, so that's going to be Friday. Saturday, we're going to do an all day training from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And if you thought this was good, wait till we give Mickey some more time to train on stuff. Wait till you give Stephanie some time. Wait till you see PT and Mama G in person. It is going to be absolutely incredible. And then you get to explore just Orlando. If you want to go hang around the city afterwards, it's going to be incredible. And then Sunday morning, we have our church, which we love, and a lot of our leadership we get from there. So you guys can come and be a part of all the services if you want, or just one of them. So we just encourage you, get this on your calendar, and lunch is going to be provided on Saturday. The cost for this is very, very expensive. We were going to charge $600, but we're going to do it for free. It's actually not free. It's funny. I was at the gym thinking it's like, nothing is really free. It's like, even if something's free, you got to give your time to do it, your energy, your emotions. So I can't wait for this event. I can't wait to hug you. I can't wait to see you guys there. But if you can just for now, put this on your calendar and then we'll get more details on how to register out later. So it is 8 o'clock. We love you so much. We're going to stop the recording, and next Thursday, we'll see you guys again. You guys are amazing.